Fucks, it's Big Dipper here, and I sound like this because Meatball decided to show up to work without a microphone, so she sounds like this for the whole episode. So what I'm taking my opportunity to do here is you need to hop on Instagram and spam her and tell her she needs to always bring her microphone. But regardless of the fact we had an amazing conversation, lovely little Tuesday chit-chat, so stick around for this great show, a very exciting Tuesday episode. And guess what? There's also a new show on the Mom Network. Very exciting. There's a sneak peek of it. It's called Famous This Week, hosted by Brooklyn and Priyanka. And there's a sneak peek of it right here on this feed later today. So get into it, divas.
Forever. Dog.
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom, you end up with a sloppy seconds. Oh, diva. Our number is 213-536-9180. Our email is sloppysecondspot@gmail.com. Now on with the show. Hi, you subs, you tittle, fucks, you nuts, fucks, you dirty, fucks. It's me, Meatball, and that's Big Dipper. And I got some news for y'all. My audio may sound a little messy, but I am in the desert, and the Wi-Fi out here is a little spotty.
and
I
tell them
can't
what
think
you're
of
doing.
anything else that is spot.
You're
I'm about to
talking
do a
into your
bunch of
phone.
drugs. Oh, and I'm talking into a phone. Right. I thought
would
you meant,
like to
what
say
am I
you're
planning on doing today?
Your singing and your songing sound great at the beginning of this. You had
I
a
think
good
it's
riff
the
on
dry
that.
desert air. It really does something for my
It
voice.
really makes
There's
my
no
vocal
mucus.
cords clang together.
It's truly such a mess. We lost Michael's AirPods out literally in the desert. So the backyard of the house that we're staying at, there's like a bunch of hammocks. And so we were like jumping from hammock to hammock to hammock. And then this morning we were like, oh God, they could have blown away in the wind. But we found them in the dirt. And
Well,
they
listen,
still work.
I said this reference to you, and I don't know that you know it, but you remind me of this guy that I like on TikTok. And I think this is this trend where it's really interesting. It's like everything is really lo-fi, but there are certain tools that people use to make things nicer. Like everyone shoots stuff on their phone, but then they throw a ring light on it, or they have, one of those little microphones,
I hate
the
those
little
fucking
baby
tiny
microphones.
Yeah,
Or
that
I love
plugs
when
into the bottom of
people-
your phone.
Or they hold their wired headphones that have a mic on them, like right up to their face, and it gets this like whispery sound effect. I enjoy that aesthetic.
I mean, okay. I get it, but there's just something so lo-fi about it that I can't get into it. Like, if you're going to try to do like a video, like there's that video of that guy at the beach with like perfect six-pack abs. And he's talking to that girl. Have you seen this? And he's like, do you think I have a six-pack or an eight-pack? And she was like, or a six-pack or dad bod. And she goes, dad bod? And she's like fucking with him. And he's using his phone, and it takes me out. Like, it
Because
to me, it
he's
would be
using
better-
his phone as a microphone, right?
Yeah. And to me, it would be better just to get one of those a small wireless mic.
But it's like the easier option is like, oh, I just use my phone. Like, you have all the equipment, but you don't have it with you today, Meatball.
To be honest, I was so excited about doing drugs in the desert. I left my computer, my microphone, my headphones, everything. Other people here were like, oh, I brought my computer if you need it. And I was like, no, that's not the problem. It's the recording audio.
It's the recording.
It's the audio.
But anyways, I will say this. If you are a person who watches TikToks and have come across this guy, I don't know his name offhand. He basically goes to Times Square and he runs up on people and he goes, can I talk to you for a second? And he goes, talk to me nice. Tell me about your fit. And he basically hypes people up no matter what they're wearing. And he asks everyone to say how much their clothing costs. And some people literally look like they're in pajamas. And they're like, how much? He's like, how much for the hoodie? How much for the hoodie? And he was like, this hoodie, $800. And because like they're like designer loungewear. And then it's like, oh, this bag, $8,000. Oh, these sandals, $1,200, like that type of shit. And then other people will be like $6 for the tank top, 12 for the patent leather skirt. And he hypes them up in the exact same way. And he's like, oh, I see you. You look good. You look good. And it's very charming and endearing. But
so someone ran up on you right now and was like, how much for the shirt? How much for the tank? What would you say?
I would say $2 for the tank top from a Goodwill.
T-shirt warehouse.
And I'm wearing red basketball shorts that were probably like $25 at the Under Armour store at the Cabazon outlets off the way to Palm Springs, honey.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
And then my underwear, I don't know. I guess you got to do division, like 3 for a pack of $18. So that's what? 6?
6. Well, Tamisha Iman. Let's go there.
Tell me, did you give
You
her
said we had
$100?
nothing to talk about, but we have.
Did you give her $50? You know more than me about the whole situation.
I don't, but here's the thing. As much as I watched, I spent 6 hours the other day. Again, Bob, Monet, everything I said before was a joke. I do not think that you guys have shitty drag. But I watched for 6 hours that one day. I watched Bob jump from live to live to live. I watched Tamisha Iman jump on, and then I did a full review of it. And what I learned was absolutely nothing. She talks in circles. Nothing came of it. I was there just to get a good read of Monet, whether or not it be true or not. I just wanted to see her be mean to somebody, and that didn't even happen. All she said was, you can watch the one video of me dragging Monet for $15.99, or you could be a member for $25.99. That's $26, and you get 3 to 4 videos a month. So I go over there, and I was like, I'll pay the $15.99. Not an option anymore. The only option is to pay $26 to this woman, this man in a wig, to drag somebody.
She's a grown-ass woman, as she said on the show. She's a grown-ass woman.
And then apparently that didn't even happen. Bob was going, somehow the vixen got involved, which I was like, just leave her alone. She got on a live with Bob and was complaining about like their experience on the show. So what I think happened is, I think Tamisha Iman signed up for RuPaul's Drag Race, signed the contract, got very excited to go, went, did not have an ideal experience or the experience that she wanted from RuPaul's Drag Race, came out of it, and then wanted to immediately start talking shit about the show. And the show was like, knock, knock, knock. You signed this contract saying that you would not say these things. You are not allowed to say these things. You cannot talk about what happened off camera. You can't do this. And she doesn't like that. She didn't like that. And so now, from my understanding, that song that she wrote, or that song that she made with Mitch Farino, that's like aggressive or whatever, arrogant.
Don't call
because it was
clips from the show.
The show owns those clips. They own that song. She posted that video on her YouTube. And I think this is conjecture, hearsay, and libel. Allegedly, I think RuPaul's Drag Race asked her to take that song off of her YouTube.
I think it's also, I think there's a little bit of something contractually about, like, I believe that the show sent budget for all the queens to make those music videos. So also by posting the music video, even though they made it and it's her voice and it's her dancers and her vision and like whatever.
Paid for it.
Yeah, they're like the executive producers of it because they were like, please make this music video for our show. Here's the budget for the video. You have to edit it. And so they have control over that. And they have control.
We've all heard about but also the they do have control. Everyone heard about the contract. And just because the contract is so strict does not mean that they will be enacting those rules. I think what Tamisha is getting at is that some of the other girls have been allowed to do stuff that, and she hasn't been.
Right.
But also I think her way of handling and going about things leads to them being like, you kind of might be a loose cannon. We don't know what to do with you. Listen, and this is all conjecture. I don't know what's going on in other people's heads. This is just me sitting on the outside watching what's happening. Because I know for a fact, one of the other girls from this season went and did a podcast and said some stuff on there. And then that podcast disappeared. That
Yeah, and
episode
the
of that
IMHO
podcast.
girl and the
For,
IMHO girls also said that,
I
when
don't think
Denali was on the show. No, they even
they
said this
had
on
to
the thing.
get.
It was a
Oh, they
week.
had to get approval.
Yeah, because it came out a week later because they had to get approval. So
Because the
listen,
show is a show and they need to protect the show and the narrative and everything that happened on it. And that makes total and complete sense. So for Tamisha to kind of be like spilling shit and saying stuff out of turn, she's not playing by the rules of the game.
I don't think anyone cares anymore. What became clear through that whole scenario is that like everyone's going to have an opinion and none of it really matters. To me, the most exciting thing to me is to Misha. No, to me, the most exciting thing is the fucking hustle, girl. She built that hype up. She said, "Tune in on Tuesday. I'm starting a network. Give me your coins. Give me," like, that was a hustle. And
everyone was like,
really
"You better
incredible.
fulfill those orders." My favorite part of it was the 3-minute intro, like Tamisha.
Oh yeah,
Tamisha.
So I didn't even see
and
any
all
of
the
that.
photos
Basically,
are still watermarked.
Yeah,
they're all still watermarked from like the photographers, like in the intro. What else was so funny about it?
no. I'm trying to steer this conversation away from you just sitting here dragging her and that like.
Oh
like,
no!
I
Let me
wanna
give
talk-
her a compliment. Let me give her a compliment. For a person of her age, she
No.
was able to live stream from Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram all at once, and I was barely able to make the Zoom call happen. So she does know technically how things run. Now, does she know how to put her phone on silent? Apparently not, because there's a lot of bloop, 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 bloop during those lives. Okay, I'm done.
So this
One
is
more thing, though.
This is the thing that I think is interesting. Have you seen The Circle at all? You've been really busy. I'm sure you haven't watched that.
I've watched the first 3 episodes of this season.
I love The Circle, but there was some
I don't
weird
like
drama.
Chloe, that British girl.
There was some weird drama that happened between 2 of the players, and this season, basically, almost everyone who got eliminated was real. Aside from like 2 people, in the finale, there were only in the top 5 people left in the game. Only 2 of them were real people. Everyone else was catfishing. And
Did River make it?
And so I'm not trying
Tell
to
me
give
if
no
River made
spoilers.
it.
I just want to say this. What I think is so crazy about all of those conflicts, and similar to the Tamisha and Candy conflict, is once they actually talked about it, it all just sort of dissipated. And that is so true across the board with all of reality TV. 90% of the conflict is some weird miscommunication where you feel like someone is being disrespectful towards you, so you get defensive. I feel like there's such
the
a
conflict
small...
was originally with Monet, and then it turned into a thing with Candy, because at a live show, Candy was asked about Tamisha, and all Candy said was, "For a person who's been in the industry for 30 years, Mama, you have to have thicker skin." And that threw Tamisha into such a rage.
But they also, according to everything I saw, haven't talked since the show. And so they were still sort of...
Why would you?
Well, they're still sort of rehashing that other thing, which was literally just being like, I don't like you, you don't like me, we don't vibe together, so why do we have to fight? And so a similar thing happened on The Circle, where like one person basically was like, I think this person is lying. I think this person said one thing and then did the other. And then they each thought the other had done that. And they never really cleared it up. And then they became enemies. And then they both got eliminated from the game, like very quickly. And it's just so dumb, because I'm like, where do we... I want everyone to just say how they're feeling and solve all their conflicts. But on the flip side, the drama is entertaining. But I feel like the drama is only entertaining. But it's only entertaining when it's real. When it's about a miscommunication.
So do you feel like this Tamisha Iman drama is real, or if it's imaginary?
To me, it's not about anything.
To me...
If Monet or any queen had been like, fuck that bitch, she's stupid, everything is ugly, blah, blah, blah. No, the comments were like flippant and offhand, but they weren't like aggressive, like threatening.
They were meaner to Rosé.
Girl, and that's the whole point. It's like, I'll see conflict when it's like our political conflict in this country. Like, I disagree fundamentally with everything that you believe in because I don't think that you deserve the same. Like, that's actual conflict. Having an opinion on a skirt, girl,
take it home.
Take it home.
But this
What does
is-
that mean? Did you just
Take the skirt home. Take the conflict, and you can take it home. Because you can pack your bags and you can take it home.
Did you just invent a catchphrase? Girl, take it home.
Take it home.
That's like John
I think
Early.
I did.
Did you see John Early on
But
the
I will like to
characters
say
when
one
he
thing.
says,
Tamisha
I'm
Amon,
looking
if
for
you
my
would like to
denim.
fight on the internet, we're talking over each other.
I know. It's your desert internet. It's so bad.
Yeah. But one more thing on the Tamisha thing, and then we'll
take
move
it
on. Mama, I'm about to take it home. Tamisha, if you would like to internet fight, I'm open and available.
What would
And
you
I
like
will
to
come
fight
for
about
you.
on the internet?
I don't know. See, here's the thing. I'm not the type of girl that would come for someone's looks or their outfits, although I do all the time. But if I was going to do an internet fight, I would like to fight over, like, their intelligence. Or I'd like to have, like, a real spar. Like, I'd like to, like, really drag someone for being dumb and making poor decisions.
Do you How do you explain your thick skin? Because it's because you don't use lotion, or
No, it's the desert air. No,
it's the desert air. Wait, let's talk about this when we come back from this break.
How do you get a thick skin? A callus, if you will.
Okay, something about me. I love shopping. If you love shopping too, you have to check out Rakuten.
And all you have to do is shop, 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 shop. And with Rakuten, you get cash back and rewards on almost everything you buy.
Exactly.
Shop.
Homeware, daily essentials, jeans. We're talking eBay, CVS, and even Levi's.
Ooh, so I can buy a vintage couch, tons of paper towels, and grab a new pair of jeans and still get cash back.
And that's not all. You can even stack those rewards on top of sales and coupons.
But Big Dipper, how does this magic work?
Well, I'll tell you. Rakuten is paid by partner stores to send them shoppers, and then Rakuten passes on some of that money to you, the member.
Rakuten is so real for that.
Plus, Rakuten has 17 million members who are already saving. Don't you want to become one of them?
Join for free at Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app and start saving money now.
That's Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app today. We all have days when we want to eat well, but just don't have the time or the energy to plan, shop, and cook.
That's exactly where Factor comes in. They deliver fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs right to your door.
With Factor, you can stay on track with your nutrition goals, whether that's high protein, balanced meals, or overall wellness, without any extra effort.
The meals are fresh, never frozen, and ready in just 2 minutes, which makes it easy to fit into your routine.
You know, I love coming home after a long day and having a tasty and filling Factor meal. It's waiting for me, and I don't have to worry about shopping. It's quick and easy, and one less thing I need to think about when I get home.
You know, I'm feral for fish right now, and I always get my fix with Factor. I recently had their scampi-styled shrimp and salmon, and let me tell you, it did not disappoint.
So get Factor today and start enjoying delicious and nutritious meals.
Head to factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50 off and use code sloppyseconds50 off to get 50% off and free daily greens per box with new subscription only, while supplies last until September 27th, 26. See website for more details.
That's factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50, like the number, off. Sloppy Seconds 50 off. Do you want to improve your sleep? Well, listen up and get a Helix.
Whether you sleep on your side, your back, your stomach, Helix makes premium mattresses that are designed to fit your specific sleep style.
You know, now that it's spring, why not upgrade your sleep game and get a Helix mattress?
And you know what?
What?
I can guarantee you that they have a mattress for you with over 20 different styles and models for you to sleep on. I love sleep. I can't get enough of it.
And I love my Helix mattress. So ever since I got the big and tall, I know we go on and on about it, but it's a perfect fit for me. I haven't had a mattress before that I was able to select a model from, and I'm so happy I got to do that with Helix.
And I, too, have the big and tall model, and it's perfect for my big and tall body. I loved it so much, I got a second one from a guest room.
True.
Yes, baby. And the people are sleeping great in there when they eventually do sleep in there.
Best of all, Helix delivers right to your door with free shipping in the US, and you can get a 120-night sleep trial to make sure that it's right for you.
You also get peace of mind because Helix mattresses are backed by a limited lifetime warranty and have been recognized by experts at places like Forbes and Wired. And me. I am a sleep expert too.
Period. Go to helixsleep.com/sloppy to get up to 27% off site-wide during their Memorial Day sale.
That's helixsleep.com/sloppy, and make sure you enter sloppy seconds after checkout so that they know that we sent you.
helixsleep.com/sloppy.
Get yourself a Helix.
Okay, we are back, and Meatball, you
And this
do
episode's
like
going to be about thick skin.
you do like to, with two C's, THICC skin.
Yeah, mama.
You do like to stir the pot. You do like to get into confrontations, and it doesn't seem like sometimes when, like, I grew up with like very timid parents as role models. I consider
Same.
myself a pushover. Like, I consider myself someone who knows what I want and tries to go for it. And if you and I are talking about some third party conflict, I'll be like, listen, I'll go in there and I'll say what I mean and I'll do it. But then when I'm there, I do that thing, but I do it very gingerly. I feel like I'm a people pleaser at heart, and that's what I'm always trying to do. You, Meatball, like, if you were to get into a yelling match with someone on the street about like a parking spot, it wouldn't ruin the meal that you were going into the restaurant to have. For me, I feel like my
No.
stomach would be in knots after I like interacted with a person in an aggressive way on the street.
No, well, remember that one meeting we went to and I just started yelling at the guy? Kind of. I was like calm, but I was like very aggressive. It doesn't bother me because okay. So one, it doesn't get on my nerves because at the end of the day, I normally have tried to look at everything from every angle.
Okay.
I like try to see things, and so I know that the way that I'm handling it is gonna get me the results that I want, or I don't have anything really to lose. Like, no,
Right.
if there's something for me to lose, then yes, of course, I will try to figure it out and be calm and do stuff. But most of the time, if it's something that isn't working out for me and I don't like the way it's going, and I don't like what someone's saying to me, I know that their opinion of me is not going to change. They will
So you do
continue
like
to think of me that way.
You do like a Terminator sort of scan. You're like, "Brrr, nothing to lose.
Yeah, I
about
also
to pop
think
off."
long run. I think like, how is this going to affect me in the long run? Does this person have any influence on me or my career or anything that's coming up for me? Is this person going to some way blacklist me? Is this going to affect me negatively? Am I ever going to gain anything from this person, or will they ever see me for my actual worth? And if none of that checks off, if none of that is going to affect me, if they think that they're holding some sort of power over me and I know that it will in no way affect me, I will immediately say, time for me to bow out. It's time for me to get out of here. And on the way out, I'm going to let you know that the way you treated me was like a piece of shit. And so then I'll let them have it.
Take it home.
And I took it home.
And I take it home.
Now, I want to say about having a thick skin, taking criticism and everything, I think it was maybe because of all the theater that I did, where just getting dragged. I also think now, as coming into an adulthood and realizing all the microaggressions and everything that I went through, I've been through a lot. And so now I just don't care. I also, if people come for my drag or hate the way I look or want to call me this or that, I'm aware of what I look like. I'm aware of what I'm presenting. I don't post stuff unless I know what it is. I don't have a delusion of thinking that I look or feel a different way than what I'm presenting. I always fully understand, or I often think that I look worse than I look. So when I get the drag, I'm like, girl, I've already done it to myself. Moving on. Next. I'm not delusional.
When I get the drag. I take it home. Yeah, the theater thing is really interesting because I remember one summer I was working at a day camp for kids. Truly, the kids were like 6 to 12, like they were
And they
chill.
had notes.
Drin. And I gave them such intense notes on our like production of Peter Pan. At one point, no, I literally, this is very embarrassing for me to admit. I got reprimanded by the camp counselor because a mom came by. She was like at the part, like at the like building where the camp was to like drop something off, and like poked her head into like the rehearsal. And it was like a week before we were going to do the play. We were rehearsing one of the like scenes with like the Lost Boys, like the little kids walking in to like do their Lost Boy song, Peter Pan the musical. And I'm sitting in the back of the like gymatorium. The kids are walking out. It's completely messy. And I have a like, you know, in the theater, they call it the God mic. I have a mic in my hand and the kids are like trying to sing their song and do their thing. And I'm just going, no, 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 no. Like to these
But
kids.
that's theater.
But it was a day camp and they were truly like 9 years old. And so the next day before camp started, I was asked to come to the camp director's room and she was like, hi, so a mother witnessed you being awful yesterday and you really need to dial it back. This is not a professional thing. This is a day camp. We are glorified babysitters. Who cares? And I was like, good point, good point, good point, good point.
Listen, they would have had thicker skin.
They would have grown up and started their own online network.
I would say, yeah. I mean, I just think going through, I think also for a long time being gay, I got like bullied a lot. So I've just learned to like, you got to just know your worth. That's what it comes down to. And if you're not happy somewhere, now I'm going to get philosophical because I'm in the desert.
Philosophies.
What it comes down to is like your happiness. Like to me,
Right.
like I don't see any point in doing something. In the words of Kim Cattrall, I can't remember the exact quote, but I don't want to be unhappy for 1 hour. I don't want to be in a situation that doesn't bring me joy for more than an hour. I don't want to be stuck working with people that I don't want to work with. Anyway, with that being said, I have to go. And I just like leave the podcast forever.
No, what you're saying is really important because it I think ultimately in the long run, if you are a person who's someone can look you in the face and say like, you're gutter, you're busted, your makeup, you're this, you're that, and you can, and I'll be like, and you can go like, well, that's what you see, but I see a whole different story and move on. Guess what?
Or I can fully agree and be like, yeah. And if that's how you feel, yeah, exactly. Then you get it. Then you get the fucking vibe.
Option number C, you throw it right back at them and say, well, honey, you're reading me, but those shoulders don't match those hips. And then you move on with your life. You know what I mean? Like the worst of the option is that person says something to you. It goes immediately to your heart. You want to quit or you lash out at them. And then you become this like drama monster that like snowballs into this crazy thing.
Yeah, but the lashing out never really gets you any. Like, there's a difference between lashing out and...
Yeah.
There's a difference between lashing out and then like internalizing it and being like, I see what you're doing. And like, I'm going to take a minute and figure out what my next move is.
You can,
but right now, I will read you.
And if you're on reality TV, you can go ahead and lash out in the moments the cameras drop, not be angry anymore and make it clear. And be
like, cool. I'm glad we're done.
Yeah. Like that was a great, and then be like, girl, that's going to be a great story arc. Let that be you're making a TV show.
Yeah. But then to carry the weight of all of that and then take it online and try to turn it into a thing that no one is interested in. Like, people wanted drama and then you didn't give us drama.
They wanted drama, mama.
So what I got to say to you is take it home.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. Go ahead and take it home, Diva. So, are you in public this weekend? Or are you're like with vaccinated friends, but privately?
Everyone's vaccinated, and like I had just been tested every 2 days for the last week.
No, but I'm curious about public because a friend of mine invited me.
We're about to go. I think we're about to go thrift shopping.
Okay, that to
So
me
that would
seems
be in
chill
public.
but you go in public, you have to wear a mask in the store, like no big deal. To
Yeah.
me, I know this.
Tamisha?
To Misha, I know this. Now we're gonna say that.
Oh, no.
I know this still feel wild, and I have no problem still, like whatever, talking about this. I know you hate talking about COVID, but why do I still have an issue going to a restaurant right now? What is the deal?
Well, science says. I will say I went out the other night and we sat inside of a bar at a booth. And that did make me very uncomfortable. I was like, we have to find a way to sit outside. I
Right.
cannot be inside. And then I ordered a drink and a guy talked over my beer. And I immediately looked at the bartender and I was like, I'm not drinking this. I would like another one. Because he like yelled over my beer. And I was like, you're not wearing a mask. It's over my beer. Like, please don't. We're starting over.
This is going to be like a long adjustment for
It's
people like us.
Yeah, but okay, so I was just talking about this. The we trusted science. We believed. We did everything right. And now science is saying that we can go outside without a mask on.
Right.
It is up to us to take the mask off. Do we still trust science? Like, the science is saying take it off. So now it's time to start taking it off.
Like, are we all the way around to yeah.
Right now it feels weird to be a liberal and still be like shaming people about not having masks when it's like, we're okay now. We just need 70% of the population to get vaccinated and then we can start going inside.
Yeah, girl, but that ain't gonna happen. Like, I had friends ask me to go out last night to the bar, the same bar that you had been to, because I think they're doing like little opening at limited capacity with like you have to stay seated, and but I'm like, okay, sure, I am literally fully vaccinated. It's been 2 weeks since my second dose, but. Bitch, you want to catch me sitting at a table with 5 people indoors without a mask on? But why do I feel that way?
I told you though, I still wore my mask the whole time we were inside. Like, I was the only person in a mask. And then eventually it got a little crowded and I was like, time for me to take it to the taco truck and then home.
You said, I'm going to take it home. I need, I'm going to have to train myself. This is insane.
You are, but it's time. It's time. And I think that there's going to be like anxiety that comes with it. Strangely, I don't have much. Strangely, I thought I was going to be like really freaked out around being around people, but I miss it. I missed it.
Maybe
and
the
I'm
first
ready to
thing
go
I'll do,
full-fledged.
Maybe the first thing I'll do is go to a sex party. I got invited to a fully vaccinated, show your ID card at the front door. No pictures of it, actual vaccine card, sex party. Should I do that?
Send me that link.
No, I'm not sending you the link if I'm going.
I just want to show up and see if I know anybody.
No!
I'll tell you what time I'm going, and then I'll do a little investigative reporting because likes to go to those, and I'd love to see the meat.
She got the meat.
She got the meat. She got the meat. Yeah, she got the meat.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Take it home.
Is it? Okay, we're back. Listen, is it take it home, take me home, take it home?
Take that home. You can take that home. You can take it home. You could take me home.
It's
no,
just
take me home as like
home.
an invitation.
It could be that or it. And similar to other catchphrases like no tea, no shade, you don't know if it's good or bad.
It could be good or bad.
Like if someone's going to say to you, no tea, no shade, I hate her. That is the same as no tea, no shade. What?
Someone just came into my room.
Not somebody.
It could
Do you
be
know what I'm saying though? No tea, no shade.
It could be like, sis, take it home, which could be drag her, or it could be like if you want to say like it's time for her to go, sis, take it home.
But also, you remember when Roxy Andrews did the hair reveal and the Michelle Visage gif of her.
Mhm.
That
Take it
understandably, take it out! So I think that's the
Again,
best thing
it
about
really
a
works for
catchphrase,
anything.
is that it can work for anything.
We'll add it to the end of our song.
Yeah, take it.
Instead of like, oh, diva, it would just be, take it home.
All right, should we listen to a voicemail?
Yes, I think we have 2.
We
I would know. I didn't do it this week.
2
because I was so
because you're in the
excited.
desert with the dry air. Wait, stop. That's not what I wanted to do.
Wow. A lot of unanswered texts on your screen there.
What did you see?
Saw one from a good friend, Lauren Lapkus. Saw one that was an invite to a sex party.
Yeah, I do have like 12 unanswered text messages, but this morning was the first day I could like sleep in past 7
Did you
a.m.
see Camp Wanakiki season 3? Did you
I
watch?
saw that it's happening, but I didn't watch it. I didn't see 1 or 2 or anything, so I need to go.
I
watch
watched
it.
them. I watched 1, and then Say Kevi tried to come for me on the internet, and that was the only one that I was really rooting for on that show, and now I don't like her. But Gilda Wabbit is on this season.
Okay,
From
person, go off. Who's
Nashville.
that?
She's a live singing girl. I hope she wins.
They love a live singing girl on Wanakiki.
Does my
Ready?
mouth look like a butthole when I do this? Make pussy.
Here's our first voicemail.
Hi, Meatball and Big Dipper. Quick story. So I used to travel a lot, and one time when I was traveling,
Is this
someone
person
hit me up on
gay?
the grinder at a gas station when I was just browsing, eating lunch.
What'd you say?
I said, is this person gay? I couldn't tell the voice, you know?
Right when you said that, they said I was on Grindr.
I was on Grindr, yeah.
Okay, browsing Grindr at a gas station.
They wanted to meet up and blow me, which was fine. I was like down. But then the sketchy part was that they made me meet them at a storage unit. I'm like, okay, this is one of those like gay things. Like,
That's murder.
could be fine. I could die. Whatever.
This is one of those gay things. Could be fine. I could die. Whatever. Girl.
You know there's like a Grindr killer again right now.
That's why I don't use that app.
So I
They
get
lure you in and then
into
they chop.
the storage unit parking lot. The man makes me get into his car. We go to his storage unit. I was thinking there'd be furniture, like it wouldn't be sketchy. All that's in the storage unit is carpet on the floor, like a carpeted rug, and a briefcase. So I immediately think
Murder
I'm
kit.
going
That's crazy.
Girl, get out. I would have immediately looked in and been like, nah.
Yeah.
Not even
Oh.
a chair.
Also,
Also,
the
like,
fact
what do you
that-
mean you were expecting furniture? It's a storage unit. Like,
Yeah, like
what?
a couch and a couple chairs and a dresser. Like things you would put in storage.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
to die. But I go, I'm young. And then he proceeds to eat me out and blow me and doesn't murder me.
Okay.
And I made it home successfully from my road trip. But when I got home, my roommate was like, oh, look at your knees, because my knees were all fucking rug burned from this carpet in the storage unit. So that's my story. If anyone recognizes my voice, know you did it. Bye, y'all.
Well, if anybody recognizes my voice, no, you didn't.
Okay, that reminded me of when I lived in Burbank and I had an extra room. And for the longest time, it was just empty because I didn't decorate it. I didn't put a guest bedroom. Anyway, so when I would have people come over and hook up, I would make them, if my bedroom was dirty or I didn't want them to come on my sheets or I just washed the sheets, we would just hook up in this empty carpeted room. Isn't that crazy? Now that I look back on it, I'd be like, that's weird. That's weird. I would just hook up on the floor of this room and they'd be like, okay. And I'd be like, it's fine. And now that I think about it, that is such a weird thing to do.
I will say I got an email here from the person who left us this storage unit bathroom. Hi, I left a voicemail about getting blown in a storage unit and was a little nervous and left out some details you might have questions about. Number 1, in the briefcase were black fisting gloves, lube, and something else I can't remember, but nothing that would have been
a knife.
Nothing that would have been a murder weapon. Maybe a roll of paper towels. 2, I was on a 6-hour road trip to get back home and hadn't showered that morning. When I pulled into the parking lot of the storage unit, I brushed my teeth and using a water bottle. I tell you this so you know I was kind of crusty. And he said in the voicemail he got eaten out.
The booty hole was dirty. But if you're fucking in a...
3, this man knew I hadn't showered in at least 24 hours and still asked and then proceeded to eat my ass. Okay. 4, at one
sounds
point,
like Mother Teresa.
At one point, someone drove by while we were in the storage unit and he made us be quiet until the car drove away. 5, don't kneel on carpet when you're wearing shorts. Your knees will get rug burn. Yeah, duh. What do you think?
Yeah, everyone
idiots?
does that. What
6, the storage unit was big, maybe 10 by 15 or 10 by 20 feet, and only had
100% a camera in the corner.
And it only had a rug
100% a camera
that went wall to wall and that little silver briefcase. 7, I asked for his name to make nervous small talk and he laughed and totally made up a name. 8, I would never do this again. This experience was worse than being fucked by a trucker in his truck where the trucker kept kissing my body but then biting me like he was a fucking weird vampire or something. Yes, I stayed and got railed. And that was number 8.
That's kind of hot to me.
Here's a random
fantasy
random
of like fucking a trucker in his little truck booth.
I really want to do that.
Yeah.
And here's the last random fact. I need you to know that I was able to have a decent conversation about Wicked and the different actresses with a recent hookup because of what I've learned from your show.
Thank you.
Shoshana Beans. So much. Shoshana Beans. Okay. That's amazing. Well, I guess the consensus here is that we're all trash as gay people, and all we want to do is like do dick stuff.
Absolutely.
Do you want to hear one more voicemail? Or are you tired? Should we just end? Are you feeling tired?
I am tired. I was up late last night.
All right. This one will be quick and then we'll end the show.
Okay.
Hello, Big Dipper and Meatball. My name is Brianna. I am a pet sitter from Arizona, and I wanted to tell you guys about the first time I ever had sex.
Hey.
So I had been dating this guy for like 6-7 months, and I was a virgin at the time. So we had this whole argument whether to do it or not, and I just decided to say fuck it and fuck it. So before the actual act occurred, he was fingering me for quite a while. So I was pretty lubed up already. And as he's putting his member into my octopussoir, I didn't feel.
Octopussoir.
My octopussoir. Wait, go back to octopussoir. I need to hear her say it. Say it.
I didn't feel member into my octopussoir. I didn't feel anything, so I asked, as any woman would, if it was in. Well, he got very offended by this, being an Italian man, and I was like, literally, I had no idea. I'm sorry. But nevertheless, the deed was done. The best part was, after we had sex, we went out to his car to go somewhere, and the first song that played on the radio was Madonna's Like a Virgin. Well, I hope you guys like that. I love you guys. You do great things for gay culture, and keep it up. Bye.
Octopussoir. Did you ever watch Drawn Together, that cartoon, or no, Comedy Central show where it was like all the different cartoon styles living in a house?
Yes, I have seen it before.
Okay, because that's what that's from, and I love that.
The best part of doing sex is a dick in your octopussoir. You like that?
That's the no. You did it.
No,
that's
that was
very
a funny.
Did I ever tell you about the one time I was?
Have
like,
you ever had a "is it in" moment?
Yeah, I was about to tell that story.
Oh, okay.
This guy had like such a small dick, and I didn't want him to fuck with it. Like it was short. Like no offense to him, I love small dicks, but it was like small, short, and like skinny. And it was maybe 3 inches. Like I'm showing my pinky, like that was the length. Like I could wrap my whole hand around it, and it covered the head. And he was like, "Come on, stick it in." And I was like, "I really don't want to." And he was like, just do it. It's not even that big. And I was like, well, as long as he's aware. And so we did it. And it was like, basically like I wasn't getting fucked at all. Like it didn't feel like anything but a finger. So I was kind of like, this is actually great. Like he's like, I'm yanking it. He's like really going to town. And I was like, honestly, I get used to this.
But do
then
I
don't know. He didn't have the personality.
He didn't have the personality to get my octopus wet. A wet octopus.
I need the gay people to stop saying they have like a self-cleaning model or that their butthole creams or things like that because it's not how science works. It's not what happens.
I will tell this story later, but please remind me. A man told me, I said, wow, there's so much lube, it's really slippery. And he was like, yeah, well, you added lube. I normally don't use lube. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, I get wet. And I was like, no, you don't. That's not how it works. And he says, it's my cunt juice.
I would have left right then.
I will tell that story maybe with a guest in much more detail.
Taking it home
in the future.
Please save that.
But when he looked at me very seriously, thinking it was hot, and said, "It's my cunt juice," I about lost my mind. Meatball, why don't you read us the credits and take it home?
All right. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of Sloppy Second. I'm sorry for the audio quality. I don't know if it's going to be good or bad yet. Our email is sloppysecondspod@gmail.com. Go ahead and send us a fuck story there if you want, or suggestions for future guests. You can call us at 213-536-9180. Our Instagrams are Big Dipper Jelly and Spiciest Meatball. You can find me on Twitter at FatDragMeatball. And don't forget to subscribe and write a wonderful review and give us 5 stars, even if you hate it. Yeah. We come out every Tuesday and Friday, so listen up, faggots. You're gonna listen.
You're gonna listen.
And don't forget to take it home.
Doodle-doo-doo forever dog.
To listen to Sloppy Seconds ad-free and 1 day early, sign up for Forever Dog Plus at foreverdogpodcast.com/plus.
Sloppy Seconds is produced by Forever Dog and Moguls of Media, a.k.a. Mom.
Hosted by Big Dipper and Meatball. Music, editing, and sound design by William Pitt.
Executive produced by Willem Belli, Alaska Thunderfuck, Joe Cilio, Brett Boehm, and Alex Ramsey.
Our artwork was drawn by Christian Cimarroni.
And our theme song was written by Mike Malarkey.